Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to go over the NFL for Sunday, October 6th. And let's get started with the Jets versus Minnesota. The opening odds are on the screen. You can see the spread opening there at minus 3.5 for the Jets, plus minus 112 for the cost, plus 3.5 for the Vikings, minus 111 for the cost. And this is the early game. This is the early game in in another country, I believe. And yes, let's get started with the decode. Opening odds are on the screen with the money line minus 193 for the Jets, plus 161 for the Vikings. And yes, let's get started with the decode. The current odds are plus 114 based off of FanDuel, plus 114, minus 134. Now, these odds may go down. These odds may go down in both of their respective directions, but I'll get into that in a moment. The numbers on the top have been reduced. 1 plus 93 equals 94. And that's how we get these numbers up top. 1 plus 61 equals 62. It's called reduction, separating the integers and adding them together. We apply that to the decode. And yeah, let's get started. Current spread is plus 2.5. 2.5 point favorites are the Vikings. Jets cost is at minus 112. Negative 2.5 for the Vikings, minus 108 for the cost. Over under is currently at 40.5. Cost at minus 115 to minus 105 for the under. Minus 115 for the over. All right, expected value. Expected value is the measure of what a bettor can expect to win or lose on each bet placed on the same odds time and time again. The win percentages are based off these odds here, plus 114 and minus 134, which are the current odds. That is 45% win percentage for the Jets, 55% win percentage for the Vikings. Expected value for the Jets, minus 3.70 is the expected value for the Jets. Minus 396 for the Vikings is the expected value based off of the win percentage and the current odds here. And that's how we get these values up here. Let's get started with the next. Well, let's go where the money's going. Let's go over where the money is going. All right, 29% percentage of bets based off of this spread here. 2.5 point favorites are the Vikings. 29% are going of the bets are going in the Jets' favor. 71% going in the Vikings' favor. Percentage of money, 60% going in the Jets' favor. 40% going in the Vikings' favor. Money line percentage of bets, 26% going in the Jets' favor, 74% going in the Vikings' favor. Percentage of money, 19% going in the Jets' favor, 81% going in the Vikings' favor. Total percentage of bets, over is getting 86% of the bets. That is based off the 40.5, 40.5 points. 14% going under. Percentage of money, over is getting 74% currently. Under is getting 26%. Currently. Let's go on to the next one. All my picks will be on my Patreon. It is based off the decode, where the money is going, and the odds, and how they adjust heading toward game time. Carolina versus Chicago. 196 plus 196 opening for the Panthers, minus 240 for the Bears. Currently, it is plus 166 for the Panthers, minus 198 currently. So both have gone down quite significantly from the opening odds. But that's normal, especially in the NFL, over the course of several days up to the next game. Spread. Chicago opened at 5.5 point favorites, both with a cost of minus 120. Currently, Chicago 3.5 point favorites with a cost of minus 120. And Carolina's cost is minus 102 at plus 3.5. Underdog. Over under is at 40.5 for this game. Currently, over is getting minus 118. Under is getting minus 104 cost. Expected value for the Carolina Panthers based off of the plus 166 money line, minus 198 for the Bears. That gives Carolina 36% win percentage. Carolina's expected value is minus 4.24. Chicago's win percentage 64%. Chicago's expected value is minus 3.68. Where is the money going? 41% going in Carolina's favor on the spread, plus 3.5. 59% going in Chicago's favor. Percentage of money, 45% going in Carolina's favor, minus 55%, excuse me, going in Chicago's favor. Percentage of money, that is, on the spread. 3.5 point favorites are Chicago. Money line percentage of bets, only 10% going in the Panthers' favor, 90% going in Chicago's favor, 32% going in the Panthers' favor, 68% going in the Bears' favor on the money. So Chicago is getting a large percentage of the money based off that minus 198. If that continues to increase, you know who to pick. If this money line, that is, continues to increase, you know who to pick in that one, especially as you head toward that minus 200 area. Over, under. Total percentage of bets, 83% going over, 17% going under. Percentage of money, 68% going over. Under is getting 32%. All right, let's go to the next one. Buffalo versus Houston. All right, minus 108, minus 108, even. To open the odds, this is probably one of the most even games other than one more. One of the most even games of the weekend, except for one more. Currently, it is plus 100, dead even for the Buffalo Bills, minus 118 for the Texans. Spread opened at Houston being 1 point favorites at the minus 120 cost. 1.5 point favorites they are currently at minus 105 cost. Minus 115 cost for the Buffalo Bills on the spread at 1.5 point underdogs. Over under for this game is 47.5, one of the highest of the weekend. Minus 105 cost. 47.5 under at minus 115 cost. Expected value for Buffalo is 48%. Well, win percentage is 48%. Houston's win percentage is 52%. This 48% based off this plus 100 gives Buffalo a negative $4 expected value. Expected value for Houston based off the 52% win percentage, minus 118. Money line is 3.93, giving Buffalo currently more value, but that fluctuates based off these odds. Here. Houston continues to increase. They get more value, increase in their respective direction. That is in the negative direction. More as a favorite, they will gain more value. As they continue to decrease, they will not. Just keep that in mind. Let's scroll down to where the money is going. Percentage of bets on the 1.5 point spread, Houston's favored. 69% going in Buffalo's favor, and 70% going in Buffalo's favor on the money. 69% of the bets and 70% of the money. So people expecting Buffalo to cover that spread and probably even win the game. That is borderline a pick'em game. 56% of the bets going in the Bills' favor. 68%, a lot like the spread, going in the Bills' favor on the money line. That is over. Under is dominating in this game. Over is getting 18%. Over the 47.5%. Under is getting, over is getting 18%. Under is getting 82%. Over 26% of the money. Under is getting 74%. So this is one of the highest totals of the weekend. People expecting this to go under. But just watch how the public adjusts to this, especially when the sharps go in. When the sharps go in late, make sure you keep that in mind, that as long as this continues to increase, you may want to fade the public on the under in this one. If too many people, especially it's over that 70, 80 percentile, you may want to fade the public. Everybody's going that direction. But that cost is favorable. If that cost decreases, you know what to do. Minus 110, minus 105. If this switches, you know what to do, especially if this stays over a dominant, over 70%, over 65%. That is. Baltimore, Cincinnati. All right. The picks will be filled out on the Patreon. Baltimore opening money line minus 116. Cincinnati minus 102. Baltimore current money line minus 144. Cincinnati plus 122. Currently on the money line, Cincinnati opened at 1.5 point favorites, both at a cost of minus 120. Currently, Baltimore is a 2.5 point favorite at an even cost of minus 110. That 110 is the extra $10. The sportsbook basically it's like a fee. That's their fee built into the bookie system, the sportsbook system, basically. Over under is at 48.5 points, minus 112 going over on the cost, minus 108 going under on the cost. Win percentage based off of the minus 144 to plus 122. 57% win percentage for Baltimore. 43% win percentage for Cincinnati. That gives them minus 4.54 expected value. Baltimore's expected value is minus 3.42. All right, where is the money going in this one? Let's scroll down. Wait, let's go back up. Now let's scroll back down. All right. Percentage of bets spread. 59% going in Baltimore's favor at that minus 2.5 on the spread. 2.5 point favorites they are. 41% for the Bengals. 43% of the money going in Baltimore's favor. 57% going in Cincinnati's favor as it stands. Money line percentage of bets. 70% going in Baltimore's favor. Cincinnati, 30% going in their favor. Percentage of money, Baltimore 80%, Cincinnati 20% of the money line money. Overs are dominating in this one. People expecting a high scoring game in this one. Over is getting 76% of the bets over that 48.5 points. 70% of the money is going over at that minus 112 cost. Keep that cost in mind. If this cost goes to 120, that's easy. That's an easy pick there, especially based off the 70 percentile. If it stays the same or continues to get a little less, even though stays above that 65%, you may want to go the other direction. That is. Let me redo that. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, went a little too far. All right. Here we go. Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. All right. Indianapolis opens at plus 124, minus 146. Currently, it is plus 142, minus 168. Jacksonville has increased on the odds significantly by their standards. Both have got increase in their respective directions, but Jacksonville's a little more favorable on the to the bookies in this one. And we're going to go over why in a moment. 3-point favorites currently is Jacksonville. Jacksonville opened at 1.5 point favorites at a cost of minus 120. Currently the 3-point favorites at a cost of minus 115. Indianapolis is 3-point underdogs at minus 105. Over under is at 48.5 points at minus 110 cost even. This plus 142 gives the Colts a 40% win percentage, and this minus 168 in relation gives Jacksonville 60% win percentage, which gives them $4.29 of expected value. Expected value for Indianapolis is 3.20. 320. All right, where is the money going in this one? All right, spread. Jacksonville 3-point favorites based off this minus 115 cost. 65% going in the Colts' favor on the bets. 35% going in Jacksonville's favor on the bets on the spread. Percentage of money, 46% going in the Colts' favor. 54% going in Jacksonville's favor. Currently, this is based off global sportsbook averages, by the way. Global sportsbook averages give you this consensus data. 37% going in the Colts' favor on the money line on the bets. 67% of the bets going in Jacksonville's favor. Percentage of money, 58% going in the Colts' favor, 42% going in Jacksonville's favor. Over under. Total percentage of bets. Over is getting 78%. Under is getting 22% based off that 48.5 points. Over is getting 55% of the money. Under is getting 45% of the money. Let's go to the next game. All right, Miami versus New England. Miami opened at minus 250 favorite, sizable favorite in this one. And this is the most even game of the weekend. It has changed. The odds have changed significantly from the opening. New England was plus 205. Currently, it is minus 110 Miami, minus 106, making this a pick'em game. This is a pick'em game. Minus 1.5 for Miami at a plus 100 even cost. And New England 1.5 point underdogs at minus 122 cost. There's a reason why New England went significantly in this direction. Look out for them in this one potentially. Plus 6 points underdog. 6-point favorites on the opening on the spread at a minus 120 cost for the Dolphins. Currently, the total's at 35.5 point over under. Minus 105 cost for the over. Minus 115 for the under. 50-50 win percentage. Is minus 110 minus 106 is 50-50% win percentage. 2.83 expected value for the New England Patriots in this one. 4.55. See, now this will fluctuate significantly on the expected value for this game because it's a pick'em game. But Miami is significantly higher on the expected value, though that can change. That can change significantly. Expected value is very sensitive by the numbers, by the money line, and they determine that money line by the win percentage. The win percentage is determined by the money line, and the expected value is determined by both. So that can easily change, as this is a pick'em game. It's basically an even game on the money line. All right, percentage of bets on the spread. 39% going in Miami's favor, 61% going in New England's favor. On the bets on the spread, the 1.5 point favorite, Dolphins currently. Percentage of money, 42% in favor of the Dolphins, 58% in favor of the Patriots. Money line percentage of bets, 49% in Miami's favor, 51% in New England's favor. Percentage of money, 45% in Miami's favor, 55% in New England's favor. All right, over, under. Total percentage of bets. Over is getting 79%, under is getting 21%. Over percentage of money getting 43%, over that 35.5 points. Under is getting 57%. So it's basically complete opposite, over and under. Almost complete opposites in this one. Under is getting that 57% of the money. People putting more money on the under. People expecting a low scoring game in that one. That may surprise you, but that 79% betting, wait till the sharps go in to place your bet. That's why you bet late. Because right now it's a toss-up on this total. It's a toss-up on this total that money's going heavily here, but the over is going heavily here. And the total fluctuates all the time. But the winners are pretty much determined real early, and the odds are just based on that. The totals are the ones that are always a little shaky, which is why they are toss-up bets, in my opinion. Because that could determine that's just scoring. That's just scoring. That can change throughout a game, but they know who's going to win the game. And you determine that by the odds. All right, Cleveland versus Washington. Minus 180 for the opening for Cleveland. Washington is plus 152. Currently, Cleveland is plus 126. Washington is minus 148. Currently on the money line. Plus 3 for Cleveland on the Spread -3, 3-point favorite Washington in this one. And Washington has been high scoring in this one. The opening was -3.5-point favorites for Cleveland. Now Washington is 3-point favorites. Over under is at 43.5 points at an even -110 cost. And Cleveland win percentage is at 43%. Washington's win percentage is at 57% based off the +126 money line, -148 money line for the Commanders. That gives Cleveland a 2.8 to $2.82 negative of expected value. Washington is negative $4.49. And they definitely changed. They flip flop. The favorite opening is definitely not the favorite currently. Keep that in mind when we go over these consensus data. All right, percentage of bets on the spread: 34% going in the Browns' favor, 66% going in Washington's favor. Percentage of money: 47% going in Browns' favor, 53% going in Washington's favor. Money line percentage of bets: 9% going in the Browns' favor, 91% going in Washington's favor. Percentage of money: 5% going in the Browns' favor, 95% going in Washington's favor. Total over under. Overs are dominating 83 and 87%. 83% of the bets, 87% of the money. Over at 43.5 points. Overs are dominating. And at this dead even, that may be a wise pick to join the public, but with Washington scoring so many points here lately, and Cleveland a little bit as well, but not as much, but Washington scoring so many points lately, that could be a trap for the bettors. Keep that in mind. You may want to fade them eventually, but see where the sharps go in. It's all about where the sharps are the heavy bettors that bet late. But yeah, you may want to fade the public in that one eventually. Currently, you might want to join them. But it's all about what the heavy bettors do that determines where the money is going ultimately. Arizona versus San Francisco. Arizona opened at +360. San Francisco opened at -480. Arizona currently is +290. San Francisco is currently -360. Arizona +7.5 at -122 cost. Currently San Francisco 7.5-point favorites at +100. 9.5-point favorites, which is what the 49ers opened at -120 cost. Currently the over under at 48.5 points, -115 cost for the over, -105 for the under. All right, expected value: Arizona 25% win percentage based off the +290 money line. 75% win percentage based off the -360 money line for the 49ers. That gives Arizona -$2.50 expected value, and San Francisco gets -$4.17 expected value. The formula is below as well, just in case you need to refer to it. And it is based on $100 wagers. Yes, it is on the screen. Percentage of bets, spread, 7.5-point favorite at +100 cost. All right, 57% going in the 49ers' favor, and dead even on the money. 50-50. 50-50. And keep that cost at -122 cost in mind for Arizona versus 100 even. That is no value to anybody. Just keep that in mind. But that'll change. That'll fluctuate. It's all about where the money is going. 100% currently going in the 49ers' favor. 100% of the bets on the money line. 92% of the money is going in Arizona's favor. That may actually be 99-1 as it changes. Where is this 88% coming from? But yeah, that 100 currently for San Francisco, 92% for on the money. Over is dominating in this one. Over 48.5 points. People expecting a high-scoring game. 69% going over. 77% going over on the bets. 69% going over on the money. Let's head on to the next game. All right, Las Vegas versus Denver. All right, opening money line plus 104 for the Raiders, minus 122 for the Broncos. Current money line for the Raiders plus 124. Denver current money line minus 146. Minus 2.5 point favorites are the Broncos plus 2.5 for the Raiders. Minus 105 cost for the Raiders, minus 115 for the Broncos. Over under is at 35.5 points. Minus 105 cost to minus 115 costs. On this one, Las Vegas win percentage is 43% based off of the plus 124 money line. 57% win percentage for Broncos based off the minus 146 money line. That gives the Broncos a minus 3.96 dollar expected value. Expected value for the Raiders is not far off currently. Negative minus 3.68 cost. Expected value for the Raiders in this one. Where is the money going? Let's scroll down. 61% of the bets based off this 2.5 point favorite Broncos currently. 61% going in the Raiders' favor. 36% of the money going in the Raiders' favor. A lot of people probably overreacting to Denver winning, beating Tampa Bay, and looking quite impressive on offense, especially. More impressive than people thought they were going to look. 64% of the money going in their favor on the spread. 68% of the money line going in Denver's favor. 65% going in their favor on the money. Over is dominating in this one. Over 35.5. That is a very low total. Over 71% of the in there at that minus 105 sweet spot as well. You may want to join the public in that one. 87% going over on the bets. Over is getting 71% of the money in this one. Let's scroll down. All right, Green Bay versus LA Rams. All right. Green Bay started off opening at minus 166. The Rams started off at plus 140. Currently, Green Bay, current money line minus 162. And the Rams, current money line plus 136. Spread, 3-point favorites are the Green Bay Packers currently. They opened at 1-point favorites at minus 120 cost. Currently, their cost is minus 115. The Rams cost is 3-point underdogs at minus 105. Total over under at 48.5 points. Minus 115 cost for the over. Minus 105 for the under. Expected value 59% win percentage for the Packers based off the minus 162 current money line. 41% win percentage for the Rams at plus 136. Minus 3 point, that gives them minus $3.24 for the Rams. That 59% win percentage at minus 162 cost gives the Green Bay Packers minus 4.58. Very, very high expected value for them in this one based off the current odds. Spread, 3-point favorite Green Bay Packers at minus 115 cost is getting 57% of the bets. They're getting 41% of the money only. Only 41% of the money, though. So people expecting the Rams are at home. So people are going to consider that a little more. But Green Bay is dominating the money line. 81%. 81% at that minus 162 money line. To 81% of the bets to 75% of the money. They are dominating the money line in this one, just like the overs are dominating the total. Over 48.5 points. People expecting that to be a high scoring game, but the under is getting that minus 105 sweet spot if it remains. Over is getting 76% of the bets. Over percentage of money is getting 84%. 84% going over. Let's scroll down. Alrighty. New York Giants versus Seattle. All right. Giants open at plus 145. Seattle open at minus 170. Currently, they both increase significantly in their respective directions. Plus 270 for the Giants, minus 335 for Seattle. Seattle is a touchdown favorite currently at minus 110 even cost. They open at 3.5-point favorites on the spread. The total is at over 42.5 points with a cost even at minus 110. All right. New York Giants win percentage based off the plus 270. It gives them 26% win percentage. Minus 335. Money line for Seattle gives them 74% win percentage. And that gives Seattle $3.91 expected value. Negative $3.80 expected value for the Giants. In that one, based off the let me go back up. Based off the money line odds. All right, let me scroll down. All right, New York Giants. 36% percentage of bets on the spread at that 7-point favorite Seattle. It's 64% going in Seattle's favor on the bets. 13% of the money going in the Giants' favor. 87% going in Seattle's favor. All right, money line percentage of bets. 21% going in the Giants' favor. 79% going in Seattle's favor. Percentage of money, 24% going in the Giants' favor. 76% going in Seattle's favor. Overs are dominating over that 42.5 at that minus 110 cost even. 85% of the bets at 89% of the money. Over is dominating in this one. Now, it depends on where this fluctuates. This is not going to stay at 110. I'm going to tell you that now. This one, especially the total. The spread might, but the total may not stay at this minus 110. If this stays at, if you know this, whichever one goes down to 105, that's the one you pick. Negative 105, that's the one you pick in that one. People expecting that to be higher scoring than most believed in that one. Over is dominating 89% of the money. That's very high. Very high. All right, the Sunday night game, Dallas versus Pittsburgh. Minus 145 opening for Dallas, plus 122 for Pittsburgh. Currently, Dallas is now an underdog at plus 130. Pittsburgh is a favorite now at minus 154. Spread, 2.5-point favorite Pittsburgh at that minus 118 cost. Dallas 2.5-point underdog at minus 104 cost. They both opened as well at 2.5 points, but Dallas was the favorite opening at a minus 120 cost. Over under is 43.5 points. Over is getting that minus 115 cost. Under is getting minus 105 cost. Percentage of win percentage based off these odds here, plus 130 and minus 154. That gives Dallas 42% win percentage. That gives Pittsburgh 58% win percentage. And that gives Pittsburgh a negative $4.34 expected value. And Dallas gets a negative $3.40 expected value. All right, where is the money going? Let us scroll down. Let's scroll down too far. Go back up. All right, here we go. All right, Dallas, percentage of bets. We scroll back up so you can see the stats, the data. 73% of the bets going on the spread of this 2.5-point favorite Pittsburgh spread. 73% is going in Dallas's favor. 76% of the money is going in their favor. All right, percentage of bets on the money line. 33% going in Dallas's favor. 67% going in Pittsburgh's favor. Percentage of money. 66% going in Dallas's favor. 34% going in Steelers' favor. Over, under. Over is getting 77% of the bets. Over is getting 71% of the money. 71% of the money is going to over. Over 43.5 points at that minus 115 cost. Keep in mind that minus 105 is a sweet spot, and it is only getting 29% of the money, 23% of the bets. See what the sharps do. I would recommend going under, but see what the sharps do. But this is a nighttime game, and nighttime games are usually higher scoring because they want more viewership, more attention. So it is more higher scoring. So you may want to join the public as it stands, but watch what the sharps do. Now Dallas is 66% of the money versus only 33% of the betting. People betting highly on Dallas, looking to cash out on Dallas. That could be a trap. They went from favorites to now underdogs. People looking to cash out. Look out for Pittsburgh at home, but Dallas could still get this spread, but that cost is not favorable to them at that minus 104 versus minus 118 for Pittsburgh. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I've been Scott. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description and in the video as well. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Pray every day. I've been Scott. Take care. Join the Patreon too.